YouTube viewers, Rectangular back with another haul video. This time I have another Ultron from the recent Iron Man 3 wave, Ironmonger wave of Legends. And initially I got those two from Amazon during the pre-order I was lucky enough to catch thanks to John Harmon. And we were down in Southern California this past weekend, and on the way back was able to find this guy. They had the entire wave down in Bakersfield, California, and I just wanted a third Ultron just to complete my little army of soldier Ultrons for my Marvel Select. And I just sold the head of this guy to a gentleman on Facebook, so that will be going out tomorrow. Alright, so you already know what this guy's like, so I'm not gonna bother showing him individually out of the package. Let's go ahead and move on to the next item. While we're talking Iron Man figures and the Ironmonger, we have this movie figure called the Battlemonger, which is basically the Ironmonger from the first movie with just the Iron Man gold and red colors. And initially when I had seen all these different repaints of the movie figures, I thought it was pretty ridiculous, just a money grab from Hasbro. And for the most part, that's still what I think about all these different variants. But I had been trying to find a inexpensive Hulkbuster, and was just striking out. I mean, even if you find a good price on the figure, the shipping on it is going to be pretty steep because it's a super heavy figure. So I just went ahead and got this guy, thinking that it's really not that small. Here's the Ironmonger from the new Return of Marvel Legends. And here is what the original one looks like. Move him over a tad. There we go. So you can see he's the same thing, and just a little bit shorter than the Ironmonger, the comic version. And so what I wanted to do was make some modifications to this figure and turn him into a Hulkbuster, because I am working on my Hall of Armor for Tony Stark, and I thought all I need to do is sculpt some armor plating over the arms and get some sort of I don't know, like a one of those little Easter eggs that you get at Easter time for kids to put their candy in, and take like the bottom half of it and stick it right on top here, and it would be a great helmet for Ironmonger. I'm sorry, for Hulkbuster. So hopefully that's going to look pretty decent. Obviously the feet aren't going to match up to what the actual Hulkbuster is supposed to look like, and I'm not too concerned about it. It's not like I'm going to be using him in too many setups. I just want to have a different looking, big bulky suit to put in my Hall of Armor. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I got this guy online for I think $21 shipped, and he's in really good condition. The only issue is, he's got this paint smudge on the white there, which I can easily touch up, and he seems to be melted on the side of his helmet, which I'm glad. I can't really see anywhere else where that happened, because I'm going to cover this head up anyway. So otherwise the gimmick still works on him, where you squeeze the legs together and he does that like punching motion. And yeah, I think the colors are very similar to Hulkbuster, and I haven't decided if I saw somebody that makes sculpts for hands, so I think I'll have to look in to see if I can get some fists that I might be able to swap out with these hands here, but I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, let's move on. Next up we have Bullseye, and I think he was from the, I want to say, either Galactus wave or Sentinel wave, I can't remember. I have been putting off getting this figure for a really long time. Initially didn't really have a use for him, because I was telling myself I was just going to collect Avengers and Fantastic Four related figures and galactic characters. Wasn't until I got that Fearsome Foe Spider-Man and that gigantic dollhouse that I started thinking, I need to get some villains to fight my Spider-Man, and take advantage of that gigantic rooftop. What kind of scenes can I do with that? Because both the figure and the dollhouse was a pretty sizable investment, and I need to take advantage of what I have, make the best use of it. So I decided to go ahead and get some urban legends characters. So I got this Bullseye off of eBay, and I think with shipping I paid $6.50 for it, so I got an awesome deal, and he's in really good condition. I don't know what you call this, the top of his costume is just missing a little bit of white paint around the edge there, which can be easily touched up, and that is just it's a really underrated figure. I mean, this is a base body for a lot of really good legends, but man, that head sculpt is so well done. I like that it looks like it's a stretched material on his head, like a like leather. It's got some definition to it, and yeah, it does. The paint, this is a pretty old figure, and the paint has started to flake on the joints of his boots, but fortunately it looks like it's a white plastic underneath, so I can touch that up pretty easily. And I like that he's got a like a blue. It's not just a solid black, but there's like a blue paint shading in at least the larger areas of his back and on his arms. The shoulders don't really look like they have much on there as far as a blue wash, but it's very nice that they, Toy Biz, would go through the extra expense of putting a wash on characters, on figures, and it really brought out a lot on the figure. It's really sad that Hasbro has really slacked on that lately. They just give us a solid plastic one color and not much in the way of a wash, so hopefully they'll start getting back into that. But yeah, it's got some pretty cool details on the belt there, and you know, it's great articulation. You know, the fingers are all articulated, so I really like that. And he's going to go well with some of the other figures that I have coming down the pike. Alright, let's move on to what else I got. So, keeping with the Urban Legends theme from Marvel Legends, we have the 2-pack Elektra, and she is complete. Do have the spare head that she comes with, which is very nice. One of the better looking female characters that we have, or female figures. The paint does need, the black needs to be a little touched up there where the hair meets her face, but I can do that pretty easily. I got her off of a gentleman on Facebook and paid a few dollars more than I wanted to, but it was still a pretty good deal. I think he wanted $30 and I got her for $25, which she's getting to be harder and harder to find, especially individually. It seems like they always want to sell her in a lot or with the Ronin that she comes with. But the 2-pack itself goes for like $50 and up. She's, in my opinion, the best version of the character. The Toy Biz one, I don't know, I don't really like the face sculpts on the Toy Biz ones, and some of the articulation is kind of funky. They have really odd hip joints on some of those older figures. Only issue she had was her leg was a little bent, but I heated up with hot water and straightened it out, and yeah, she's in great shape otherwise. There's only a kind of a spot on her costume there. I don't know if if it came from the factory with that extra spot of paint on her, but yeah, it's a great figure. It's one of the best female figures I think we have. I mean, you know, this is a Hasbro figure, so it's got those Hasbro joints in the arms, which isn't great, but she does have the interchangeable hands for all the weapons that she comes with 2 sais and the katana. And yeah, she's gonna go great with my Bullseye and the other Urban Legends figures that I have coming soon. Alright, let's move on to the last item. Last but not least, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Thor from the first wave of Marvel Legends. It's the Heroic Age Thor in the powered up costume, and been wanting this figure for a while, but he goes for, I guess at Comic-Con, if you were lucky enough to grab one, he was $25, and he came in a really cool hammer shaped box, and I didn't care about getting him mint on card, and on eBay he goes for about between $30 and $60 in or out of the package, it seems. So I was lucky enough to find this one on Facebook. A gentleman was selling him for $18 shipped, and I talked him down to $16 shipped. He is missing his hammer, so I'm sure that's why I got such a good deal, but I have 2 of the regular version Thors, which I'll put next to him as comparison. So I will more likely just be taken the hammers off of one of the regular versions and repainting it so that it's powered up, or I'll just use cutouts or make some effects, hopefully come close to AJ Frost's skills with the glue gun. But yeah, I like the powered up hammer that he comes with, but for me it's just not worth it for how few times I'm going to be using him. You know, it's basically only when he's engaging lightning that you see him powered up. You can see the difference in the paint scheme there, how this one's got the pure white eyes, and then the regular version you can see his blue eyes, and then got the blue tint on his helmet and all over his chest piece. And then even the armor is different. The regular version is more of a blue, and the Comic-Con version is more silver and black, more black. And the cape's Comic-Con version is bright red. So I actually prefer the regular version more, but you know, for some shots it'd be nice to have the powered up. Oh, and Solid Snake also noticed that the boots, that these are black, which kind of makes sense that they went, you know, at first he thought that they screwed up, that they should have been putting the black boots on this figure, but being that this has more black paint scheme and this is more of a gray and blue, kind of makes sense that they went with the grayish blue over here and the more black on the Comic-Con version. So not quite sure. I don't really think that was a mistake. I think they intentionally did it that way. Alright, so hopefully you guys liked the video. Please share with your friends, leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.